Hi everyone, my name's Kathy. Welcome to Skint Living UK. Today is Cheapy Tuesday, where I usually show my shopping from home bargains and if I've actually picked up any good bargains or offers or discounts at my local supermarkets. But all I need to get in is some milk and cat food. So I thought, well, that would make a bit of a dull video, wouldn't it? So today I'm talking about how frugality and sustainability are two arms of the same solution to overconsumption. I think we can repurpose a lot of stuff that we bring into our homes, and it's a great way of saving money and it stops it end up in landfill. So I've just got a plethora of stuff in front of me that I wanted to show you that I repurpose. So let's get into it. So number one, newspapers. I pick up these free newspapers in the supermarket. Sometimes they've got them in the library or in a local cafe, or you might buy papers themselves. So what can you do with old newspapers? You can use them for crafting, you can use them for covering the table so the kids don't trash your table. I reuse them for packaging because I'm selling off some of my clutter. Most of my clutter goes to the charity shop, but I've got the odd thing or two that I've got up online and it's great for packaging. And at the moment I've got a homemade fly swatter. I filled up a newspaper and swat the flies with that because I can't use fly spray because it makes me cough and wheeze, so I just whack them. So that's my number one. Number two, I reuse old tea towels and towels to make into cloths. I use these cloths to wipe my work surfaces down, wipe my cupboard doors, wipe the floors. They're great and handy if you're doing a bit of DIYs, if you're doing something like tiling and grouting, you can clean up your mess, or painting for clearing up your paint. There's always a use for a cloth. I often dampen one down, one of the softer ones, to clean my dog's eye because she's got cherry eyes. She's a bulldog, so every day I clean all the little folds in her face and round her eye. Yeah, so fabric is great in any form to be reused. And as anybody who knows me, I love a bit of denim. So here I've reused some denim jeans to make cushions for my kitchen chair. I've just got scraps of various bits of denim, and I've done some bit of slow stitching, some sashiko style stitching, and what I call Frankenstein stitches to tie them together, and I've used the seams as the ties. So that's number three. Number four, what else do I do with denim? Well, once I've actually cut all the legs off and there's nothing left, or not much left, I will cut off the little scraps of fabric, and then I will remove the zip, because the zips are always handy if you're a crafter like me, I think, or if you do want to do some repairing so the jean zips broke, you've got a little stash of jeans there. So number four are cushions. What do I do with cushions? So I either repurpose them, so I might wash the ones they've washed, I'll take the stuffing out and reuse them. I have a big carrier bag full of old cushion stuffings to make new cushions with. Or if they're really, really past the best, what do? I throw them on the sofa for the dog because she trashes them. Because we go to the park every day, they end up full of mould and mucky paw prints. She likes to scratch at them to get herself comfortable, so they end up with holes in. So I'm not bothered because it's just something that I've reused rather than them going in the bin. With cushions, I like to make new cushions, again from denim. So like this is all various bits of denim, but it's also a bit of tea towel, t-shirts, any sort of scrap fabric that I can get hold of for this, because I think cushions are a great way of reusing fabric. This is my shopping bag. What did I do with that? I've done the English paper piecing, EPC, again, using various denim jeans, and the red, came from a t-shirt. And this is from the seams of jeans, and the inside I lined with an old threadbare sheet that was past its best, so I used the good part of the fabric. This cushion here, scrap of fabric, old little bit of lace, little bit of felt, scraps of wool, bit of tea towel, and of course the denim from the jeans itself. So what I do with the actual bones of the jeans, the actual what little scraps that are left over, I'm in the process of making some draft excluders. So this is a leg off of a pair of denim jeans. I've made a handle, so when I've sewn it up, it'll become a loopy handle. And what do I have inside? Do I buy foam or use the foam off the cushions? No, I use the scrap fabric. It'd be great to fill with old tatty jumpers or old tatty clothes, things that have got ripped and stains. Once you've washed them, stick them in there, and it's a great way to make yourself something from something that will end up in the bin, because often clothes we can't gift them to the charity shop because they're just too trashed. So why not make a draft excluder, or maybe a cushion for your dog, or a beanbag for the floor, filled with all your old scrap materials. I also use denim for upholstery because it's thick, robust and cheap. You can pick up a pair of jeans for £1 or so. So I'm in the process of reupholstering this little Lloyd loom trunk. I've used some paint that I already had, and this denim, I bleached it to make this stripy pattern, and it'll be used for covering my little trunk. On the line of fabrics again, these are my son's old pyjamas, which I've got a ripped hole round the bum. I was going to sew them up, but he says he's outgrown them. They're too short on him now. Because it's lovely fabric, I will cut that up and either use it for English paper piecing or some other sort of crafting. Same with old jumpers. If why buy wool when you can unravel them and make them into new balls of wool to make new crafting items with. So you can certainly craft on the cheap if you're determined to do so. So how about stuff that you generally bring into your kitchen? Well, I've got an old cup that was past its best, but I wanted to keep hold of it because of sentimental reasons. It belonged to a school that I used to teach at, and I thought, well, I can't throw that out because it was sentimentally given to staff. So I've put a spider plant in it. This jar I loved, the lid got broken, so rather than throwing the jar away, I've repurposed it for cutlery. So old jars are great for all kinds of things, for storing stuff like chisels, paintbrushes, as well as things like cutlery. You can always find a use for a jar. So talking of jars, on my dresser here are lots of old jars that I've repurposed for doggy treats, doggy biscuits, and even tea lights. I think you can always find some use for a jar, great for nails, screws, buttons, crafting items. I've got them all up on a little shelf above my kitchen door as well, and the cupboard under the stairs, because I just think there's always a use for a jar. Here I've got some packaging, a tin of paint I've ordered off eBay came, and I think, well, I can reuse that to sell my clutter on. So rather than throwing it away, I repurpose boxes, so it costs me less money to send it to somebody else, and it's not ending up in the bin. On a similar vein, here under all this is a shoe box. So when the kids were little, we used to decorate shoe boxes and boxes so they could store items in them. And a great thing for doing that is with scraps of leftover wallpaper. So you don't necessarily have to buy all kinds of fancy papers and stickers and stuff. Just reuse your scraps of wallpaper. Another use of scraps of wallpaper are in photo frames. So if you're redecorating, redesigning a room, you could use a bit scraps of wallpaper. I've put a piece in here, and I'm going to put a little picture inside as well, so the wallpaper will be the background. What else have we got? Egg cartons, they're great for crafting with the kids as well. or putting on the fire if you've got a refire. Toilet rolls, I shove toilet roll into toilet roll and make these little stiff logs, and they're great for starting the fire. What else do I reuse? These are cartons of strawberries and raspberries. These are great for putting a little bit of soil in and using it for seedlings because it comes with the holes already, or you can use them for dividers in your drawers. I use them for dividers in my fridge to separate things out like peppers, because if peppers touch each other they tend to go off a lot quicker. Things that people, oh there's my zip. Things that people always say about reusing are ice cream tubs, and there's a reason for that, because they have a raft of uses, again for storage, and again you can decorate them, get the kids to decorate them for their bedroom, stickers, bits of wallpaper, whatever they're into. And then they can put the junk inside, like the phone chargers and memory cards or whatever bits and bobs that they wish to keep as treasures. I use them for the fridge and the freezer to store food in. And in this one, I've got the little foil trays of mince pies, which leads me on to foil trays. These are off apple pies and cherry pies. This tray is off a chicken. So when I do a batch cook with loads of food in the oven at once to save electricity, and I'm trying to squish things in to maximise the oven space, I will use one of these trays and squidge it into shape so I can fit it in the space and put something on like a baked potato or a garlic baguette so I can fit it in. These ones are off mince pies and egg custards, yum yum yum, so I'll reuse them at Christmas time when I'll make some mince pies again. And the milk cartons, these are great if you want to store spare water in the garden for when the weather is too dry. So when the weather's really wet, store up some water and keep it as a spare water container in the garden. Keep it in a dark spot. You don't want the sunlight hitting it because it has a chemical reaction with the sunlight. You can also cut off the front and use them as containers for your plants, or use them for watering your plants. Again, I've got some cushions here that I've Tide bleached, and this lovely green velvet cushion, the front was trash, so I've just put denim on the front of that one so I can reuse that cushion and still keep the lovely denim velvet at the back. And next one is medicine containers. This had vitamins in. This is great for storing buttons, pins, needles, or if you've got little electrical items like fuses, that sort of thing, little things. They're great for storing stuff like that. I like to use them for buttons. Bread bags, and they're great for storing stuff in the fridge or the freezer if you want to separate things. If you're batch cooked, you can throw some food into it and use a permanent marker pen to write the date and what it contains. And the same goes for bags of cereal boxes. So I wash them out and I'll turn them open onto a mug on the drainer, so when it's fully opened out all the water drips out. And again, use them for the fridge and the freezer to store food. So last but no means least, yogurt pots. These are great if you're crafting with the kids. I used to use them for water, so the kids used to dip the paintbrushes in. Great if you want to water your plants, but I like to use them for scoops. What do I mean by scoops? Well, this is a big tub I keep my dog food in. I buy 12 kilogram bags of dog food, and I use a few tubs to make a scoop so I can pour it into a bowl. And it's a great measure, so like if you think, oh, she's only having half a tub today, you can measure it out. So great for measuring, great for scoops. I also use them in my washing powder as a scoop as well, so that way I'm not tipping up the big box and wasting any. I'm just using the yogurt pot as a scoop. So if you can think of any other items that you reuse, repurpose, let me know in the comments below. I've tried to cover as many things as I possibly can. I think clothes are a great way of saving things going to landfill, because you, like I said, you can stuff them into pillowcases or make cases yourself for draft excluders, floor cushions, cushions for your pets, bean bags, that sort of thing. Or you can unravel them to make new wool for new projects, and cut up fabric for doing crafting things like bags for shopping or cushions, for example. So bye for now. Let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel, could you leave a comment and a like? If you want to monetarily support the channel, please buy me a coffee from the site www.pleasebuymeacoffee.com/SkintLivingUK. There'll be a link in the description box below. Thanks so much. I really appreciate. I had a couple of people who donated yesterday, and it takes a good couple of weeks to come through. And then once it's come through, I will show you my food bank shop, because I'll be donating food at my local supermarket to the food bank trolley, because their supplies are running low. So I hope I've given you some ideas, some inspiration, and if you've got any to share, I'd be really interested to know, and I can share it with everybody on my Frugal Friday video. Bye for now, and I love you loads.